Hello, my name is Elijah, my pants have space on them, and this is my first video. Okay, so, like a lot of trans people, apparently, I'm starting a YouTube channel because I'm getting the feeling that's just what we do. Editing this is gonna be a blast because I have no script. Alright, to start off with this channel, I just want to say, first of all, the video quality is going to get a lot better from here. I have this fancy Canon G7X camera, which I got for YouTubing and for vlogging, and then I lost the battery charger, so it's dead. The next video after this is going to be much better quality, but I wanted to start because I am starting testosterone in a week from tomorrow, so 8 days. I wanted to be able to make a video before I started all of that, just so there was a baseline of how I sounded before, how I looked before, with my new fancy haircut that I got yesterday. I will start by just talking a little bit about my journey. So I am currently in California. I actually live in Indiana with my husband, who's the best person on the face of the planet, and he's my soulmate, and I love him a lot, and I'm sure that he will be in videos. His name is Seth. He is the cinnamon roll that defines all cinnamon rolls. How this kind of started for me is trigger warning for eating disorder, anything like that, any food body issues. Well, I had been struggling for a long time with an eating disorder. It started probably about 3 years ago, and it would kind of go away and relapse and go away and relapse, and it got to a point where there just was no space and time between the relapses, and it was getting worse and worse and worse, and I was just doing really bad things to my body because I hated it. It was my chest mostly. The idea of having a chest from a very, very young age was just awful to me. I started puberty before a lot of people did. I started in like 5th grade. I already had to wear a bra. I was very unhappy. Years of this eating disordered behavior, I realized that I wasn't going to get better unless I got some serious help. So I actually flew out to California to go to a residential eating disorder recovery program with Center for Discovery, who are incredible, and if you are ever struggling with anything in this realm, please look into them because they've been nothing but just extraordinary on this journey for me. Please feel free to message me, contact me. I've got some ways to contact me down below. So I was feeling a lot of really kind of intense gender feelings for months leading up to that, of being unsure, and then going out here and thinking, you know, it's gonna take care of it, it's gonna make it go away, like I'm not gonna struggle with it anymore. What ended up happening is I came out here and they started really working with me and trying to get to the root cause of all this, and me having to come to terms with the fact that I wasn't going to get better until I mashed with what was going on in my head. There's a lot more to that. I'll go through my personal journey with my gender and how that all started and all the times that I've tried to come out and all of that stuff in another video, because I think that's gonna be a video all on its own. That is what led me to, it was the last push that I needed to finally understand that fully medically transitioning and fully coming out and no longer trying to hide that part of myself despite what it was going to mean for relationships around me. Like, I needed to take care of me, and I've always been really bad at self-care, and so for the first time in my life I was like, you know what, I am gonna do this. I need to take care of myself. I need to put myself first, which is something I've always been really bad at, when the result could mean disappointing people or being annoying or anything like that. This is what came out of that, and this is something that's been a very, very long time coming. I've always felt like I knew I was a boy, but I always liked being a princess. Like, I was never a girly girl, but I'm definitely not a masculine boy, and so I think that made it hard to come to terms with the fact that that's really what was going on for me. It's like, well, sometimes I like wearing skirts. I'm not sad when I wear a dress, but I'm sad when people look at me and say ma'am, or like think, oh, that's a girl wearing a dress. And I know that that's complicated and kind of controversial even within the transgender community, but one day I will make a video explaining my whole coming out process and how long this has been going on and how long that I've known that I'm a boy, like a feminine boy, but, you know, liking girly, feminine things doesn't make you not a boy. Knowing you're a boy is what makes you a boy. There are plenty of cis males that are born very, very effeminate, but they're not girls. They know they're boys, they just know that they like some things that are not traditionally masculine. And so since that's more where I've always been at least for the most part, it was hard for me to justify coming out, and it was hard to justify how badly I felt that I needed it if I didn't always look to other people like I needed it that badly. And once I started delving into everything and understanding how deeply unhealthy and deeply unhappy I was, and how much I was holding inside of me, and how many times I had tried to come out with this information and try and tell people just to be like pushed back in, and trying to express it through cosplay, through characters, through any means that I possibly could, through different phases of my life. In the end, it doesn't matter if someone who's known you for years or just met you on the street looks at you and thinks that you aren't valid. If you know that you're valid and you know how you feel, that is all that matters. You know you. So until you are comfortable with letting yourself find that and just put it out there no matter what it means, of course they're not going to be seeing the you that you wish that they were seeing, because you haven't given anyone the chance to. And so that's where I'm at now, is just trying to give everyone the chance to see everything that's been in me, and trying to give myself the chance to see everything that's been in me, because there is so much that has been there for so long. I'm just coming to a point where I'm not pushing it away anymore. There have been times throughout my life where I've tried to fully accept it and then just gotten shoved back into the closet. I am no longer willing to risk depression and health problems and all of this stuff just to feel like I'm not a bother. I'm ready to be me, and I'm ready to take care of me. I am ready for the world to see that. I want this to just be out there. I want me to be out there. This is my first video. Welcome. My name is Elijah. I am pre-testosterone. I will be starting in a week. My favorite animal is a banana slug. Bye!